Hello Virgo, thank you for joining me for your love reading for the month of June. If love isn't your thing and you've clicked this reading by mistake, then that's absolutely fine. You can always go watch your lifestyle read that I released for you at the start of the month instead. But today we are taking a look at your love energies. So we're finding out who is thinking about you at this moment and why. And of course, as always, we will be getting guidance and stuff for you as well. Right, so you have got Manifest, which is basically the Magician card. So it could be another Virgo or a Gemini. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Basically, if I switch to the overhead camera, you can see. You see with the symbolism that's going on in this card with the red and the blue, and how it kind of looks like snakes. Well, those would imply some sort of twin flame type situation, okay? Now, obviously, I understand not everybody subscribes to the twin flame connections, and that's absolutely fine, okay? There's a whole new conversation I could have about that, but I'm not going to do it today. Listen, we all respect each other's differences of beliefs and opinions and everything, okay? If not twin flame situation, then very strong soul connection, okay? You can put whatever label you want on it. That's personal for yourself, okay? There's a strong soul connection here. And with it being Manifest and the Magician energy, that implies either you have manifested this person into your life or them you, okay? Take it as it resonates. And then we've got refusing to see. So that would be the equivalent of the Two of Swords, right? And this one, again, symbolism is absolutely everything. I'll switch out again. If you look here, there's a third eye on his helmet, right? So it indicates that someone is trying to push away this connection, or they're trying to push away what they know is real about this connection. It's like they're trying to put human language to a spiritual connection, and it's causing a clash. And it's stopping them from seeing the truth that they're refusing to see. Refusing to admit, okay, something's off about this, something's weird here, that this connection, it's a bit spooky, right? You've been there, you know it, right? You know exactly what I'm saying here. It's someone trying to be logical when it comes down to a spiritual connection, and it doesn't always work. It really doesn't. And it stops someone from trust. See how that metal helmet is covering the entirety of his head, and it's stopping these spiritual messages getting in through the crown chakra, if you like. Okay, again, put whatever labels you want on it. I got to go with the language that I know, okay, to try and make sense of this energy. So it's like someone, even though the third eye's there, even though they know something's strange with this connection, they don't want to admit it, or they don't want to think about it. They deliberately try not to think about it, right? So this is the person who's currently in your energy, and why they're currently in your energy. I feel that they're, with that Manifest, they're getting to the point now where they can no longer, let's say, deny reality. Right? Just because it's spiritual doesn't mean that it's not reality. Okay? Especially when you keep in mind that a lot of things that go on spiritually, a lot of it is just stuff that science is unable to explain yet. Now that tiny little word, that tiny 3-letter word, is so loaded. They can't explain it yet. That doesn't mean that it's not real or it's not reality. They just can't explain it. So, let's take a deeper dive into this energy. We'll find out more. I'm tripping over my own lips. We'll find out more about who this person is in your energy and why they're there. So can you tell us more about this person for Virgo, please? I don't know what's going on today. It's been a strange week. You know, it's like, I can't even explain it. I don't even know if I could try explaining it. It's just been a really bizarre week. If you're one of these energetic sponges, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. Okay. Yeah. Two of Cups off center. So clearly this person wants to be in a relationship with you, Virgo, but it's not happened. And there's that 3-letter word again, yet. It's not happened yet. With the Two of Cups coming out off center. They're trying to make it happen, though. I don't know how, but they're definitely trying to make it happen. I feel that this person is heavily focused on you. Because when someone's manifesting, like, what is it really? It's taking an idea in your head and turning it into your physical reality. That's what manifesting is. And in order to do that, someone needs to be focused on what it is they're trying to create. And when they're focused on it, that gives them the drive and the willpower to see it through to the end, right? It's like seeing a picture in your head and then drawing it down on a bit of paper. And then, whoa, there you go. Right? That's the image that was in your head. It's now on that bit of paper. You can now see it with your actual physical eyes instead of just with your mind's eye. So that's what this person's doing, basically. Speaking of drawing, I do get the impression that this individual is a very good artist, like visual artist, or you are. One of yous are. It's like the pictures that one of yous can draw is just absolutely out of this world, like literally out of this world. So much detail as well. Can you tell us more about this person? Whoa. Interesting. Now, they don't normally tell me to take all their cards, but I do feel that I'm supposed to be taking these, and it doesn't matter what direction they are when I turn this section over. They're saying in the upright. Okay, there we go. In the upright. This one as well. The Magician again. You see. The Magician times 2. Now you've got this 3 of Swords, and if you take a closer look, it's squiffy, which indicates healing. So someone is doing a lot of healing work on themselves. This person realizes that in their current state here, with that 3 of Swords squiffy, at the moment, they're not in any fit state to be in a relationship with anybody, because at the moment they're unable to be in a relationship even with themselves at this point in time. So that's what they're working on, okay? That's why you've got the Magician that's come out again there. They're working on it. They're focused on it. This individual is wanting to show up as best they can for you, Virgo, because that's what you deserve. You don't deserve anyone who is going to take out their hurt and their pain and anger and disappointment out on you. You don't deserve anyone like that, okay? And this individual, they know it. They know it. That's why they're focused on working on themselves, processing whatever this grief or heartbreak is all about for them, so that when they show up for you, they're going to be 100% showing up as their best version of themselves, right? I mean, how many times have you seen it happen or experienced it in your own past, where the other person, or maybe even yourself, weren't in the right frame of mind, weren't in the right stage of their lives to be in a relationship with someone else, and they just ended up taking out all of that grief on the other person that they were with, and unfairly so, right? I feel that this is what this individual is desperately trying to avoid here. Yeah, 7 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords, and the Star. Okay, so there's self-doubt that's going on here. And again, that's part of that healing journey that they're on. Okay, 1 minute they feel consumed by this self-doubt, and then the next minute it's like, okay, I can see clearly now. That fog is lifted. Okay, I now know what I'm supposed to do. But then they start doubting themselves again. And it just goes round and round and round in a circle. So that's the part of themselves that they're working on here. And then with the 7 of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it tells me that this individual, whoever they are, they're heavily invested in you. They're definitely incredibly attracted to you. And honestly, they don't want to get it wrong. They don't want to make a mistake. Okay. Zodiac of this individual, at this point, I don't really have much to go on to give decent zodiac information, but to be honest, you've got to take the zodiac information with a grain of salt anyway, okay? Because it could be their Venus placement. It's not necessarily going to be their sun sign, but it possibly is going to be another Virgo, a Gemini, a Cancerian, or Aquarius, okay? So you've got heavy Gemini, heavy Aquarius. So, let's take a look at this refusing to see. Can you tell us more about this individual who is in Virgo's love energies? Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. That's a very strong energy, and I feel that this individual, I don't know what they've been through before in their past, but it screams to me like they are refusing to see that they are strong, they are independent. Or this could be you, okay? You could be doing this, you could be feeling this. Someone is refusing to see how self-reliant and how strong they actually are. Okay, it's almost as if someone refuses to see the best in themselves, and again, it's working against them. Okay, whoever it is that's doing that, whoever it is that's not giving themselves enough credit where credit's due, they're being their own worst enemy at this point in time. They might not even see it. Okay, what else? The Chariot. Yeah, that's willpower. It's also a card of victory, moving things forward. So someone is refusing to see that they do have control, they do have power, that they are able to make decisions in their own lives for whatever reason. Again, with that low self-esteem, it's certainly here. Okay, now it could be that this individual has come from a lifetime of abuse. Okay, again, let's keep an open mind. It's very, very possible. Someone doesn't realize how strong they are because they've had to be. Again, either you or them. Queen of Swords, yeah. Direct. Boundaries also. This can indicate that someone's maybe needing to work on their boundaries, that maybe they're needing to stop agreeing and going along with things that they don't actually legitimately agree with. Okay, can you tell us more? There's a message here about a conversation. Conversation. It feels like you're trying to get through to this person. You're trying to tell this person, look, I understand what it is that you're going through. You know, it feels to me like you're trying to be as reasonable as what you possibly can with this person, but they're still refusing to see. The moon in reverse. Interesting, because that's a revelation. That's truth coming out. That's someone who is facing their fears and overcoming their fears. Okay, so it's possible that whoever this is, they at the moment they might not believe that they can overcome their fears of what fears that this connection has brought to the surface, right? Because it is a really unusual situation here. Someone's worried about being seen as being either unhinged or unstable here as well. They could be the type of person where their job is very important. They have an influential position in society, and so they can't be seen as partaking in anything that would otherwise be considered as being unhinged, right? So again, for those who are dealing with a soul connection here, it ties in. It all ties in. Okay, if this is someone who's supposed to be like a professional in some capacity, and then they're actively pushing away, ignoring, trying to forget about this connection, finding that they're not able to do that, and then feeling like they're the ones that are going crazy, right? Because basically, this connection, it goes against everything that they believed in prior. Okay, it goes against everything that they're supposed to be. It's like they're supposed to be presenting themselves as one set way to the world, and then they meet you, this situation arises, and then all of a sudden they're questioning their own sanity, right? And of course, if they're questioning their own sanity, then you can only imagine what the people around them would be doing, right? Because that's the environment that they're in. So we need to take a look at how this is likely going to play out, and then we're going to get some guidance as well. Also, you would have noticed that we have a beautiful collection of bracelets here that were very generously given to all of us by Otter Spirit. Now, these are gifts for our subscribers, okay? So you can get one of these bracelets for absolutely free. There is 5 of them. These three black ones, the lava rock, the hematite, and the black tourmaline, that's come from Otter Spirit's protection collection. And then these 2 here, which is green jade and citrine, they were remnants from last month's competition because they went unclaimed, so they go back into the draw this month, okay? That's how I keep everything fair. Basically, only one of our winners last month claimed theirs. Now, all you've got to do is tell me which one of these bracelets that you would be interested in the most. The black tourmaline, the lava rock, the hematite, the green jade, or the citrine. Okay? And that's it. It doesn't cost you anything. Make sure that you do claim your prizes as well. The winners will be announced on my community page on June the 30th. Okay? So, yeah. Everyone has like a month to claim their prize, and then if it goes unclaimed, it just goes back into the draw. Just keeps everything fair. Right, so how is this situation likely going to play out for you guys? So can you tell us more? How is this likely going to play out for Virgo and their person, please? I know it's not technically like your person, but again, the language that I have to use, it is deliberate so that everyone can follow along with what's going on here. The sun. So the most likely outcome here, Virgo, very beautiful, very positive. It looks to me, because this is tied into someone's sense of self, okay, with it being the sun. It looks to me like this person is gonna basically throw their hands up, and they're going to go, do you know what? Fuck it. I know how I feel. I know what I'm supposed to do, and I don't want to do what I'm supposed to do. I know how I feel, and I'm going to follow with how I feel, and how I feel takes me towards Virgo. Okay, so the sun is growth, it's beauty, it's optimism, it's fun, it's love in abundance, okay? So this connection is likely going to grow from strength to strength to strength. I can honestly see you being with this person when they have overcome everything that they're currently trying to overcome, and when they finally admit to themselves, okay, yeah, this connection, do you know what? I might not be able to explain it, but I know how I feel, and that's what's important. Okay, yeah, Seven of Cups, I can see the devil. You see with that back and forth, I feel that that's what's going on now. So for the short term future at least, you can expect a bit more of this hot and cold, back and forth, and ahhing, a bit more of this confusion. And it is obsessive. It is obsessive. Anyone who has dealt with this kind of connection will tell you straight away, you know what, that obsessive part of it, it's part of what goes on, right? As long as it's controlled. Temperance, that's why temperance is there as well. It's a reminder for somebody to take it in moderation, to be consciously aware of what is going on with this connection. And when they can make more sense of it that way, when they're more aware of what's going on, they're going to feel a lot less crazy, basically. Okay, and then the Three of Wands, yeah, growing from strength to strength, like literally rapid growth and expansion. So if you feel at any point in time, Virgo, that things are getting just a little bit too dodgy, or things are moving a little bit too fast, then it is completely within your power to put the brakes on a bit. Okay, I need to take a closer look at that devil energy, because if it does feel like obsession, okay, this is, whoever this is, they are addicted to you, or you could be addicted to them. Again, take it as it resonates. It might work both ways. King of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Now, both of these came out off center. So again, trying to make logical sense of a spiritual connection. Okay, it's someone trying to be an intellect about it and failing, right? That's why it's with the devil, because now this person, whoever it is that's doing it, they are really, it feels like they're punishing themselves for not being able to make sense of this connection. And then the Six of Pentacles off center. So they're completely out of whack, okay? And they are right at the moment with their current mindset, with everything that's going on for them. They are absolutely correct by saying, at the moment, I'm not in any fit state to be giving to anybody in that kind of capacity. And they're correct. Okay. So let's get you some guidance here. We'll take the guidance from this deck. Also, if you've managed to make it this far into the reading and you've not yet subscribed, then why the hell not? I would definitely appreciate if you show me some love on my little clicky buttons below, okay? That would be absolutely fantastic. Right, so can we have some guidance for Virgo here, please? Guidance for Virgo in love. The Seven of Cups. Interesting. So they're in the Seven of Cups energy. You're in the Seven of Cups energy. You've had the Magician that's come out twice. Like, you're definitely mirroring each other. Okay. So here's the thing. Virgo, when this is coming out as guidance, then it's asking for you to see all of the opportunities that are around you, okay, whatever that means for you specifically. So at the moment, you're needing to see what you're able to do, focus on the parts where you have control, which is anything that you're directly involved with. Okay, anything to do with you and your reactions, your choices, your responses, okay? That's the parts that you have control of. And then everything else that you don't have control of, leave it to the wayside, okay? Now, this can also indicate that you're searching for purpose. So they're saying, don't search for it, you just live it. and you know what it is by how you feel, because it's cups energy, okay? So you focus on your part of the journey and allow this individual to focus on their part of the journey, because obviously you can't do the work for them. No amount of trying to convince this individual is going to be helpful, okay? Because we've already seen it there. They're not listening. King of Cups off center. So that's about your love and your emotions and how you've to redirect that. Okay. So continue sending this person love, but don't forget to send yourself love as well. It sounds woo, but if you show up in your own life for yourself, then that's going to empower the other person to show up for themselves in their lives. Because remember, you two are mirroring each other, right? You're mirroring each other. You're picking up on each other's energies strongly. Remain direct, okay? Keep, they're saying with this one to keep the lines of communication open, but don't expect too much too soon, okay? What's under there? The Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Remember to give yourself support, strength, and validation, okay? And your rewards, your efforts will be rewarded with the Nine of Pentacles. It's literally what the Nine of Pentacles is all about. Right, so let's take a look at the Kipper deck. What else for Virgo love energies, please? What else for Virgo love energies? The Owl, yeah. Spiritual connection, spiritual messages, intuitive messages. What is it that your intuition's telling you at this point in time, Virgo? And make sure that you are listening to your intuition and not your loud inner critic, okay? It can be difficult sometimes to discern between the two. Yeah, like Clover. Good luck and good fortune is on your side. You've got spiritual support and assistance here that's coming in for you. Again, highly likely that this relationship, this connection, is destined. It's on the right track. It's on the right path. It indicates that there is a positive outcome here. Okay. Now you do have the snake, which is danger, poison, venom. You've got time, the clock, and then the ship, which is journey. So move away from anything and everything that is acting like a poison for you at this point in time. Anything and everything that potentially is posing some kind of temptation for you. Move away from it, okay? Something about time, so that's patience, it's waiting, right? It also signals that now this is your time, this is your moment, right? It's your moment to move. It's part of your journey here. Right, so let's take a look at some love notes. So what is it that someone wants to tell Virgo, please? You are the icing on my cupcake. So someone wants to tell you that you're their icing on the cupcake. Okay. What else for Virgo, please? Okay. So this one says isolation and lonely. So someone is feeling very disconnected at the moment, okay? There is a tendency to push people away by isolating yourself from uncomfortable situations. Look into the new ways to break down the walls to create better ways to connect with others. Don't keep your light to yourself. Open up to share it. Okay, so someone is being encouraged to open up and share their light with the world. Someone's being encouraged to be more confident, to come out of their shell a bit more, to maybe socialize a bit more as well. Okay, what else for Virgo? Okay, yeah, look, your time is coming. You see that? The clock and the ship. And then this one, your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. So that might well be that snake energy. That could well be your fears and your insecurities that is acting like a poison that is stopping you from moving on to the next part of this journey of yours. Okay? Right, so for a bit of fun, we're going to take a look at what is it that we have still to be grateful AF for. Now again, don't take this deck too seriously. It's just a bit of light-hearted energy at the end of your reading, okay? Right, so what is it that we should still be grateful for? Let's take a look. Prayer. No matter what you believe, isn't it beautiful that there's one word for asking for your heart's desire, for expressing gratitude and sending hopes and wishes to someone else? And that's pretty fucking sweet. Yeah. So keep sending your love and your prayers to this individual, or send it to yourself. Either way, they're going to feel it energetically, because you're definitely connected to this person. You're both connected to each other on a much higher level. Okay. So, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If anyone feels like they're needing a private reading, then my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. There is a link for that in my description box below, along with information for Otter Spirit. There's a discount code down there as well for these beautiful bracelets from them. Don't forget to enter the free competition to win one of these that you see on my desk right here, right now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.